Do you think Japan is just neon-lit Tokyo, cherry blossoms, and ultramodern bullet trains? If you do, you've only seen part of its story. Because beyond that familiar image lies another Japan filled with real places that official explanations still struggle to fully understand today. How do you explain an 800-ton granite boat resting atop a remote mountain with absolutely no historical record explaining its existence? Or enormous underwater structures featuring perfect right angles and ancient streets that appear older than Egypt's earliest pyramids beneath Japan's surrounding seas? And before this investigation ends, we'll uncover massive imperial tombs that modern archaeologists are legally forbidden from opening even today. 6 locations, 6 undeniable physical anomalies, no mythology, only real structures standing openly while official answers remain incomplete today. Every location follows the same pattern. Undeniable evidence emerges first, an official explanation follows, yet critical questions remain unanswered. Let's begin our investigation. In the ancient hills of Asuka, where an enormous stone boat somehow never touched water once. This is the Masuda Iwafune. 800 tons of solid granite, carved into an extraordinary monument unlike anything else across Japan. Measuring 36 feet long, 22 feet wide, and nearly 15 feet high, its sheer size immediately challenges ordinary ancient construction methods. Its perfectly flat surface contains 2 precisely cut square openings placed along a raised ridge resembling the deck of an ancient ship. No quarry marks appear, no inscriptions exist, and no historical record identifies who built it, when, or for what purpose. Now consider the real challenge. Moving 800 tons without cranes, steel cables, or engines demanded engineering nobody has demonstrated for 7th century Japan. Modern engineers estimate such an operation required tens of thousands of coordinated man-hours, making the achievement extraordinarily difficult to dismiss casually. Yet official archaeology calls it an unfinished tomb, but that explanation creates even more difficult questions than convincing answers ever provide. Except unfinished tombs are normally sealed and hidden, while this massive monument has remained fully exposed to wind and rain for centuries. Even more unusual, the entire structure is unmistakably shaped like a vessel, making the official tomb explanation increasingly difficult to defend. Nobody hides a tomb by carving a recognizable deck above it, leaving one undeniable conclusion: this monument remains fundamentally unexplained today. And strangely enough, the Masuda Iwafune isn't an isolated mystery, because another impossible structure waits beneath Japan's surrounding ocean waters. 60 feet beneath Yonaguni Island, divers discovered enormous terraces, straight walls, pillars, and corridors that challenge accepted history from the very beginning. Divers first discovered massive stone terraces stacked like giant staircases, alongside straight-edged walls extending across the surrounding seafloor beneath Yonaguni. They also found towering pillars standing at clean right angles, with long corridors running remarkably straight through the underwater formation itself. The official explanation arrived quickly, calling everything a natural rock formation created by tectonic stress fracturing sandstone into flat plains naturally. That explanation sounds reasonable, until researchers identified circular post holes drilled to consistent depths throughout different sections of the underwater structure. They also documented a star-shaped platform and continuous streets connected by remarkably precise corners that natural fractures rarely produce consistently. Divers with structural engineering backgrounds reached the same conclusion. Natural fractures appear chaotic, while this site's geometry stays organized. But the greatest challenge isn't the monument's appearance. It's the timeline created if these remarkable structures were actually carved by human hands. If humans built it, the monument had to stand above sea level before rising oceans submerged the entire site completely afterward. That places construction more than 10,000 years ago during the last ice age, long before accepted regional civilization timelines officially begin. Before agriculture reached Japan, before pottery, another mystery waits on land, preserved inside thousands of remarkable clay figures nationwide. Walk into almost any archaeological museum, and you'll discover thousands of ancient Dogu figurines unlike anything expected from 14,000 years ago. These small clay figures belong to the Jomon culture, one of Earth's oldest pottery-making civilizations, preserved through remarkable archaeological discoveries. Look closely at their faces. Enormous goggle-like eyes immediately dominate every figure, making their appearance impossible to casually ignore once noticed. Their bodies display raised geometric patterns and segmented lines, while rounded helmet-like heads appear more structural than decorative. Official archaeology calls them fertility idols and ritual objects, yet the visual evidence raises questions that explanation doesn't completely resolve today. Across ancient civilizations, fertility figures usually exaggerate hips, chest, and stomach, creating a remarkably consistent pattern archaeologists recognize. The Dogu do exactly the opposite, emphasizing oversized eyes and suit-like body markings instead of traditional fertility features seen elsewhere. That isn't random decoration. It's a deliberate artistic choice repeated again and again across thousands of years in multiple communities. The same unusual design appears on figurines separated by hundreds of miles, despite no confirmed connection between those distant communities. Whether memory or coincidence, Japan's next mysteries aren't crafted by people. They're extraordinary natural phenomena hiding around Mount Fuji. Now we arrive near Mount Fuji, where the next mystery isn't ancient engineering, but remarkable geological forces hidden beneath an ordinary forest. Everyone knows Aokigahara's reputation, but beneath the trees lies dense, iron-saturated volcanic basalt deposited by a Mount Fuji eruption centuries ago. That extraordinary iron content throws compasses off by dozens of degrees, making normal navigation unreliable in several forest locations. Hikers have reported GPS devices losing signal, while electronic equipment behaves unpredictably inside specific sections of the dense forest. This isn't folklore. Researchers have mapped measurable magnetic interference strong enough to affect standard navigation equipment under field conditions. The phenomenon comes directly from exceptional mineral density beneath the ground, not mysterious legends or supernatural forces people imagine. Solid volcanic rock quietly creates invisible magnetic disturbances powerful enough to confuse modern technology without breaking any known laws of physics. Just 7 miles away, another geological anomaly challenges expectations again, proving Mount Fuji still holds remarkable secrets beneath its landscape. Step inside the Narusawa ice caves during the peak of summer, and something impossible immediately captures your complete attention. These lava tubes formed during the same Mount Fuji eruption, creating underground passages that naturally preserve extraordinary environmental conditions year-round. Outside temperatures reach nearly 35 degrees Celsius. Yet inside the cave, enormous ice columns remain frozen throughout every season. There are no refrigerators, no cooling systems, only naturally trapped cold air insulated by thick volcanic rock surrounding the cave. Scientists explain the process, but the remarkable consistency remains the true mystery, despite dramatic seasonal temperature changes outside the cave. Nature accomplished this without electricity, machinery, or human engineering, using only geology to create conditions modern buildings struggle to maintain. Two remarkable locations. One mountain range, yet Japan's final mystery isn't geological at all. It's protected entirely by modern law today. Our final destination isn't hidden underground by nature, but deliberately protected from modern archaeology through official legal restrictions across Japan. Across the country stand enormous keyhole-shaped Kofun burial mounds, some covering even more ground than the Great Pyramid of Giza itself. Kofun were mainly constructed across the Japanese archipelago. From the middle of the 3rd century to the early 7th century AD, these monumental earthworks include concentric moats, precisely engineered layouts, and entire forests growing directly above ancient imperial burial chambers today. But unlike most ancient sites, independent archaeologists are legally forbidden from fully investigating what these extraordinary tombs might actually contain. These are imperial tombs, and the majority remain off-limits, with independent archaeologists barred from excavation, carbon dating, or artifact recovery. In rare cases where researchers gained limited access, strict conditions allowed observation only, revealing nothing from the burial chambers themselves. No one entered the interior. No dating samples came from the burial chamber because every investigation remained controlled from beginning. Officials say these restrictions preserve the dignity and sanctity of Japan's imperial line, yet many researchers believe questions still remain. After all, these are 1,500-year-old earthworks, not living relatives, making Japan's approach remarkably different from many other archaeological traditions. Many countries treat ancient tombs as historical sites first, while Japan legally continues protecting numerous imperial burial mounds from full excavation. So the real question isn't whether something supernatural waits inside, but what historical evidence a complete excavation might eventually uncover. Foreign artifacts, unexpected dates, or conflicting lineage records could challenge accepted history, explaining why these remarkable tombs remain permanently sealed today. Now step back and look at every location together, because each mystery reveals the same extraordinary pattern hidden across modern Japan. An 800-ton stone boat, a submerged monument, mysterious Dogu figures, magnetic forests, frozen caves, and forbidden imperial tombs all remain. None of these places requires supernatural explanations, but every one deserves honest investigation supported by evidence rather than convenient assumptions alone. And if these 6 locations raise this many unanswered questions, imagine how many more extraordinary places still remain waiting to be explored. Our journey ends here, but the search for evidence never truly ends while remarkable mysteries continue surviving across the ancient world. Subscribe to Lost Archives and join us as we uncover forgotten civilizations, hidden evidence, and history's greatest mysteries one investigation at a time.